Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my video. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't did so yet, please subscribe to the channel and as well hit the notification button so you know when I put up another video, guys. But yo, let's talk about, man, NFL Sunday today, guys. Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets, man. And I want to talk about this game. I'm not going to really be going too much detail in this game because it wasn't really much of a game. The Jets are who they are. They look like the same team from last year. The same team from last year. The Jets, they had issues with, you know, getting the offense going. They made a lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties. I think the Jets last year in the NFL were the most penalized team in the league. Uh, and my Buffalo Bills, man, they were too much for them, man. There was no point in this game I had any worries. Um, Josh Allen uh, and his squad, Josh Allen took a game off, man. And I love seeing when the Bills can muster together a really good, solid running game. And that's what they did, man. Buffalo Bills ran down the Jets' throat. Uh, the Jets had no answer for it. Cook did what he did in this game. He ran over 100 yards. And, the Jets are a team that the Jets remind me of a team that, you know, this is what the Bills used to be, where the Jets are right now. A team that's in disarray, a team that doesn't have a franchise quarterback, constantly changing not quarterback. Well, yeah, sometimes quarterbacks, but constantly changing coaching and coaching staffs. It's a very inconsistent team. I mean, this is what the Bills were before Sean McDermott got here and Josh Allen was drafted in the first round. This is what the Bills were, what the Jets are. But, it's always a beautiful thing to see the Jets, lose to us. I love beating the Jets. Only team I love beating more is probably Miami Dolphins. That's our rivalry. And we play the Miami Dolphins this Thursday. So, I seen some highlights of the Miami Dolphins. Not worried about Miami. Only thing that worries me about playing level lower level type teams like the Jets in Miami is the Bills uh, coming in too confident, coming in arrogant, and coming in not prepared. You know what I'm saying? Shooting themselves in the foot. That's the only way I could see the Bills losing to a team like the Jets or Miami. You know what I'm saying? I seen a little bit of what New England has done the past two games. New England looks solid this year so far. You know what I mean? The Jets came into this game riding high on what they did last week against Pittsburgh. But when you run into a Super Bowl caliber type team like the Bills and like Baltimore, and even Kansas City, I feel like Kansas City is a Super Bowl caliber team until somebody beats them. You know what I'm saying? Until Baltimore beats them or until the Bills beat them, they are still the team to beat in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? But Buffalo Bills, if Bosa can stay healthy and the defense can do what they did today, I mean, the defense was lights out today, man. I mean, this was one of those games to where, I didn't have to worry about my blood pressure being risen to the roof. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a nail biter like last week. Like I said, man, the Bills have a really good team, man. And people talk, like I said on the last video, people talk about Josh Allen not having any weapons. That is BS. Josh Allen has weapons. We put up 30 points without even trying. Think about that for a moment. You know what I'm saying? I think the Bills have the best offensive line in the NFL. The Jets were just getting pushed around. I mean, they were just getting pushed around. We pretty much did what we wanted to do in this game. Jets had no answer. Like I said, when it comes to the AFC rivalries like the Jets and the Dolphins and New England, well, mainly the Jets and the Dolphins. I really can't stand those teams. I can't stand the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand the fans in NYC, New York City, you know what I'm saying? But actually, the Jets play in New Jersey, so they really should be called the New Jersey Jets. I can't stand them, you know what I'm saying? And it's always a beautiful thing when we destroy the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Destroy the Jets, because NYC has a lot of crap to talk about upstate New York, so we have a little bit of a like big brother, little brother type rivalry when it comes to Buffalo and New York City. So anytime we can beat the Jets, I really love it. You know what I'm saying? From the standpoint of football. Now, I'm not being a 100% hater. I do have love for New York City. You know what I'm saying? I have family that lives in New York City, so it's not like I hate New York City, but people in New York City have this big ego thing that they think they're better than people, and you know what I'm saying. And it's just like anytime the little city can crush the big city, the little underdog can crush the big dog. Is just like I really enjoy that, and I really enjoy crushing the Jets, man. You know what I'm saying? This was too easy for us. You know what I mean? We have a bigger goal. The Jets are just praying that they make the playoffs. We are looking towards getting that ring. And right now Buffalo's looking really good. Kansas City didn't look so good in their first game. I don't know how well they did today, or if they played Monday. Like I said, I don't keep up with Kansas City. Our goal is to get the 1 seed, man. We got to get that 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? I think that if we get that 1 seed, we're going to be really tough to beat in the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's one game at a time. I don't want to jump too far in front of myself as far as like the playoffs, because anything can happen. Josh got hurt in this game, possibly broken nose. I thought he was going to be out for the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad Josh is okay, but seemed like he's going to be okay. Just a little bit of injury to his nose. He went out of the game for a few plays, and his nose was bleeding like crazy. So he seems like he's going to be okay. Cook, did what he did in this game. Like I said, over 100 yards rushing. And we wanted to put a stamp on this game that we can run the ball. This is the type of game that we had to make a statement that we can be a physical team up front, with our offensive line, and we can run the ball when we want to run the ball. Word around the league is like Josh Allen does everything. At times, we do call on Josh to, make big plays and win games for us, because he's our franchise quarterback, and he's the best in the league, hands down. He's the best player in the league right now. At where we stand in week 2, he's the best player in the league, and it's great to see that Josh didn't have to do everything in this game. And the game was won on the ground. We ran the ball. We ran the ball very well. I mean, the outcome could have been a lot worse. I mean, we just cruised through this game. Like, this team is well coached, man. Sean McDermott is a very, very, very good coach. It's just sad that he ran into the era of Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. But, I mean, if it wasn't for Andy Reid being the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, we would have had 2 Super Bowls already. Straight up. We would have had 2 Super Bowls already. But, I think that the crown with Kansas City, I don't think Kansas City, this is just my opinion, I don't think Kansas City is going to make it to the Super Bowl this year. I think this is a down year for Kansas City. I could be wrong, but, they're on the downside of their reign in the AFC. That's the way I see it. I see it being Buffalo and Baltimore going at it for the next couple of years. Just 2 Titans going at it, trying to win the championship every year. It's going to be Baltimore and Buffalo. Baltimore, hands down, is the most talented team in the AFC. But the thing is, with Baltimore, they shoot themselves in the foot every time in big games. Every time. And you can always count on Baltimore to make a mistake, to lose the game when it counts, every time. So, but you can't count them out either. They're going to be right there in the mix when this is all said and done. But right now, Bills are 2-0, and we play Miami I expect the same outcome with Miami. I'm not worried about Miami, but again, this could be what they call trap game, and um, a team as good as Buffalo, this is the type of game they'll oversee and overlook, and possibly they could lose by overlooking a team like Miami that really is not talented at all. Tua is trash. Um, he's always been trash, and yeah, and we should handle the Miami Dolphins very easily as well. The AFC East is ours to lose. I don't see nobody competing with us in the AFC East. I mean, New England has improved so far what I've seen in two weeks, but it's our AFC is ours. You know what I'm saying? I see for the next 3 years. So with that being said, again, when it comes to the Jets and destroying the Jets, that makes my Monday great when I go to work. And you know what I'm saying? I just love beating the Jets in Miami. But, I like beating Miami more because they're the rivalries. That goes way back. But I love beating the Jets too. I can't stand the Jets and their fans. I can't stand them. But that's my take in this game, guys. Bills win it 30-10, and it's on to Miami. So, that's going to be an easy game. But the Buffalo has to stay focused. And that's it. But that's my take, guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Leave your comments about the game and what you thought about the game. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button so you know when I put up another video. Peace.